We're sitting here with Anderson Tent from Naperville North High School, a multiple-time international competitive events champion. How are you today, Anderson?
Great.
Thanks for coming to sit down with us. So, as a multiple-time competitive events champion on the international level, the question that everyone's wondering, what's the key to success?
I think the real key to success is two parts. It's having confidence in yourself and using creativity when you give answers in those role-play scenarios that, all our events focus on.
Definitely. So when you're getting ready to come to ICDC, when you're coming to state even, how do you go about preparing? Well, how much time do you spend preparing? Well, what are those techniques that you use that other members could find helpful?
One of the biggest things is the cluster exam. Here at the state and the national level, we take a cluster exam, and that score carries throughout the competition. So how I prepare for that test is to go over and do previous clusters that DECA images, they sell for $10, a low cost of $10. They sell old marketing, finance, hospitality cluster exams, and that's really good practice because those concepts keep coming up and coming up on those tests. So if you figure out what you don't know from taking a test, you learn from your mistakes, and then you keep going, and that's really how you can prepare for the test. And then for the role plays, it's just really maybe sitting down with adults that you trust and going through old scenarios and just letting those creative juices really flow. Think about, how can I do something that's out of the box? Figure out what everyone else will probably do, and think if you can do something one step forward.
And would you agree that one part of that another part of being successful is picking the right event of sorts?
Yes.
How do you select which event you're going to compete in?
So for the past 4 years, I've done Food Marketing Series, which is sponsored by Safeway. And so my advisor, Mrs. Carlos Harris, she had us take a practice test, and I scored the highest in that food marketing category. And so I've always stuck with it, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior year. And I think that's one of the biggest parts is finding what where your natural aptitude is, where your strengths are naturally, and just running with those strengths. Really going forward with what you're good at.
Definitely. We've gotten a lot of helpful advice so far. Just want to close here. What advice would you give to members who are going to be coming through and competing on the local, state, and hopefully the international level?
My advice would be just to believe in yourself and keep moving forward. When I was a freshman, when I first went to ICDC my first time, I did not even make the finals. So that's a big jump, and then I started succeeding later on. But I just kept having that confidence to keep going and going. And a lot of my friends, they couldn't make the state level. And so they kept going every year to the local conference, local competition. And then one of my close friends, by his junior year, he was able to make it and place third at state. So, just having that confidence to keep going. And, the past is the past, the future is the future. You got to have that momentum to just keep going for the rest of your life, basically.
A lot of perseverance there.
Yes.
Perseverance and dedication. All right. Well, thank you so much, Anderson, for sitting down with us and sharing some of your tips for success as a multiple-time international competitive events winner.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.